Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our kitchen. Okay, y'all, listen. I do not tend to be violent, but today the kids and I are invited into a Smackdown. It's a chili Smackdown, y'all. Chili Smackdown 2023. We're collabing with Ginger at Not For Nothing Homestead, and we're also collabing with Tony over at Kettle Kitchen with Tony. And then there's a host of other people. So everybody is doing chili, y'all. They're probably doing traditional chili, but you know we're not doing traditional chili over here because we don't do nothing traditional. We probably do traditional stuff. I felt traditional for Christmas. Was I traditional for Christmas? You probably. Those of y'all who were here for Christmas, probably for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. Was I traditional? Maybe not. Whatever. Okay. We're in the kitchen. We're cooking. So we're doing chili, and also we're gonna kind of play a little bit off of the pantry challenge, because I do not have beef, right? Most people do a beef chili. I don't have beef. I don't even have pork. But what I do have, all the way over yonder, it's over yonder, I've got some chicken. I have had these small packs of the Purdue chicken that have been in my freezer. They need to be used up, but they're in chicken chunks. So, you know, like you get the Southwestern chicken and you get this chicken. They're in chunks. What I'm going to do is put them in my food processor, and I am going to ground them up. I'm going to do all the grounding. Like there's much grounding that needs to be done. How much grounding are you doing, Shakima? All the grounding, right? So I'm going to ground it up and make ground chicken. Now, I'm also doing a combo of a white chicken chili as well as a red chili, because I don't have chili powder. And again, pantry challenge. I don't have a chili packet for the red chili. I have tomatoes, but I also have a white chicken chili packet. So we're throwing it all in, and we're gonna see what we get. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna turn out okay. And we are inviting you into our kitchen to see all the things. But don't forget this. There's gonna be some channels that have participated already before me and some that are participating after me. And what I want you to do is stop watching my video. I want you to run on over to their channels. And I want you to watch their videos, because they're giving stuff away. March 1st, 6 p.m. over at Not For Nothing Homestead. Ginger's going to be pulling out some prizes. There's some prizes in this place. There's some prizes in this place. There's some prizes in this place. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I don't know where I was. They giving away stuff. Starbucks, gift card. Some other stuff, but you know, I was here for the coffee. They're also going to be giving away a stock pot, oversized stock pot. They're going to be giving away a ladle. They're going to be giving away Amazon gift card. Hey, listen, I won something in the last giveaway. I won lids. And y'all, I know you may not have seen my Goodwill thing. Never mind, I'm not going to tell you about my Goodwill thing that deals with lids that I got at the Goodwill the other day, because we here for chili. Okay. Jackson and I are in the kitchen today. Jackson is putting away dishes in Jesus' name. Right, Jackson?
Yes.
What you gonna do with that phone, though?
I don't know how.
Put it here.
Yes.
You know what I got? Do you need it? Do you need to be able to see it? Or you just want it in your pocket? You want to hear it? You need to see it or hear it?
I need to hear it.
Ut it up there. Okay. That way. That way you have hands.
Okay.
Okay. Get the music. Boy, bye. Okay, put it right there. Look at the Lord. He wants you to be blessed in Jesus' name. And he wants the dishes to go up in Jesus' name. Ask me how I know, because I know Jesus. Okay. So let me take you over to my counter, and we're going to get some stuff ground up in Jesus' name. Okay, so I am at my food processor. Now, the only reason that I'm doing this is because when I do a chili or I'm not really like a, let me see. I don't really like chunks of stuff, so I try to ground it up. It's a texture thing for me. Totally a texture thing, but that's why the food processor makes my life easy. So I am going to show you, right? I've got, let me see. Okay. Southwest style chicken. This is carved chicken breast. Southwest style. And I also found it on a deal, right? I have 3 of those, and they need to be used up. Let me grab some gloves, because I just might need to use these gloves. All right. I've got to order some more of these on Amazon, because every time I go to Walmart, I forget, right? Amazon, it comes right to your house, and you don't have to think about it. And I did get some birthday money from my big children didn't give me nothing, but Shamika's going to get my car cleaned out for me. She's going to get me a clean out of my car. I went to grab my insert for my Instant Pot. We're using our crock pot Instant Pot. So I just wanted to grab that as well. I'm going to grab a couple more items. I'm going to grab some onions. Jackson, do I have any veggies in the fridge that I need to use up at all? Not the peppers. But I can do a couple peppers. What about the mini peppers? Could I put a few of those?
Oh, we're not using the mini peppers? How's the big ones?
I use what I have. We'll be good. This will be perfect. Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open up my chicken. Now I work full time for anybody who is interested in knowing that. And so I have to do things that are convenience for me. I know that a lot of the homesteading channels grow their own meat birds. They do their own, you know, all of their produce comes out of their garden. That's not my testimony, but I do as much as I am able. And so I've had this meat in my freezer without anything to do with it. And I was doing a clean out and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this for chili because I didn't have beef. I would have used beef if I had it, but I don't have that. And so I'm going to use up what I have to make a good use of my resources. Okay, so some of those bigger pieces did not get ground up. That's okay. We're just going to take those out and I'm going to rerun this. But the pieces that already did get ground, I'm going to dump it into my crock pot liner. I want to get all of that out. I think these were, I'll tell you how many ounces they were in a second, so you know how much meat is actually going into this chili. I do like a very hearty chili. And then we also are going to make a keto cornbread to go with this. Okay, perfect. So that's done. All of the meat is in there. I think it was 10 ounces, but let me check to make sure. 10 ounces per bag. It might have been a little bit, 9 ounces per bag. So that's 27 ounces of chicken, which is a little bit under 2 pounds, right? It's a little under 2 pounds. Now, a couple of things that really worked out for me this week is they had beans on sale at Harris Teeter. It was buy one, get one free. So I got northern beans, I got cannellini beans, I got seasoned black beans. But in my garage, Jackson, do I have chili beans? Do I have chili beans in the garage? Will you check, please?
Yes.
And the reason I'm going to use chili beans, black beans, and cannellini beans, these black beans are already seasoned. And I love a cannellini bean for a chili. And some people would say, well, Shakima, you're keto. Why are you eating beans? Well, during this pantry challenge and as, you know, things go the way they go, we're eating whatever we have. That's just how I'm doing it. I'm in the gym. I'm working out 4 days a week solid. Weights, at least 3 of those 4. And so I'm just going to eat what I want. Now, today I have had a breakfast sandwich and a bowl of Raisin Bran. That's all I've had today. Hey, I'm good with that. It's what it's been. We've been doing extremely well. Okay, I'm not doing Great Northerns. I am doing blacks. I'm doing cannellinis. And then I'm going to do 2 things of the chili ready diced tomatoes. But I am going to put these in the food processor with the juice because I don't like chunks of tomato. It's just not my fave. So let me run over and wash off these can tops and get these open. The beans have pull tops, but the cans have to be use the can opener or the manual, whichever one. So let me do that very quick. Now, one of the things I do like when I'm doing a chili is it's a 1 pot, right? So I've got a can of corn. This is sweet corn. I am going to use the juice, so that goes in. Normally, we don't traditionally eat corn, but I'm making chili, so we're having corn. Okay, I've got seasoned black beans. This is going in. Now, I have to determine, I think I am going to rinse the black beans because I really don't want the black bean juice in there. So I'm going to rinse these off. Let me rinse those. Okay. I'm doing this is chili beans. I don't mind doing the chili bean juice. And then I'm going to do 1 can of the cannellini beans. With the juice as well. I'm going to dump my tomatoes into this food processor because I just want to ground those tomatoes down. I'm just not a tomato chunk person. I just can't. The reason I dehydrate my tomatoes, and we love them dehydrated, is because they're that texture. They are very, very texture friendly when they are dehydrated, and those are chili ready, so I smell all the spices in there. And again, I work full time. So for those of us who work full time that don't have time to slow roast your beans and to can them, I get that. That's perfect. It's my goal to get there. But today I'm not there, and I'm also nursing a sick child. So I've got to do what works best in this season of life. Now, I don't want to make it tomato sauce. I do want to make it more salsa-like, right? So there it is. All those chunks are gone. That's going to go in here. I'm going to rinse off my black beans, and it's all going to go in. Okay, I've got my black beans washed off. I'm glad I washed those off because I just don't want to have all that, you know, the black juice in there. It's perfectly fine in all types of other, you know, recipes. And if you like it, you add it. But what I'm really loving is the colors. I wish you could see the colors in the pan. I'll show you in a second. All right, let me do a little bit of cleaning, just getting stuff out of my way. And I do have my children, well, Alana's not helping because she is not well, but Jackson is helping in the kitchen. So that always helps me out. So I'm gonna show you my liner, right? So I've got those beautiful black beans. There's some cannellini beans, there's corn, and then my chicken is underneath. To that, I'm gonna add in my chili ready tomatoes that I put in my food processor. And it's still some chunks in there, but it's not as chunky as they were prior to the grind. And that's just simply a texture thing. If you like tomatoes chunky, leave yours chunky. Hey, listen, somebody likes some chunks somewhere. It's not Shakira. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is add in some onion, but I am gonna grind that also in the food processor. And let me just say that this smell, those chili ready tomatoes smell amazing. I gotta sharpen that knife. And I've got sharper ones in there. Shoot. Okay. But it smells amazing already. And I am gonna add a little bit more. I wish I had some white wine. I would add white wine. Who adds white wine to chili? I do. I believe in getting my chicken drunk every time. Every time my chicken gets, listen, I will take advantage of my chicken. Yes, I will. That onion is getting me. Ooh, blessed be the name of the Lord. Okay, that's all of that. Okay, my cleanup is really done because all I have to do is swipe into the trash can and I am perfect. But let me get these onions, all onions. Honey, when your onions are onioning, okay? Look, perfectly minced onions into my crock. Let's see. There you go. Look at that. Well, would you look at that? And then since I have these gloves on, I'm just going to do this because I'm going to pull these gloves right off. and they're going into the trash can. I need a trash can bag. So if you're coming over from another channel, thank y'all for joining us. Jackson's gonna take the dogs out. He's on afternoon dog duty because sister is not feeling well, but she took early dog duty before she had to go and get her procedure done. Thank you so much, babe. Okay, so this is where it gets a little different. I'm gonna add my white chicken chili packet just to give this a little bit more flavor. If I had chili powder, I would not even use this, but I don't have chili powder. I only have cumin. I don't have paprika. We're really just trying to use a lot of our spices, so I'm going to add a ton of cumin. But those tomatoes have the seasoning. That packet has some seasoning to it. That probably is the most satisfying thing I did all day was throw those things in the trash can. Okay, I'm going to add some. I don't have chicken stock. I might have some beef stock. Water for sure. Let me see what I'm adding to this as far as liquids. Okay, y'all, I had some beef broth, just a tiny little bit left. Beef broth, chicken stock works the same for me. I don't mind interchanging them. I added that in with a little bit of water. I'm going to give this a tiny little stir, and then I'm going to set this on the chili setting in my crock pot Instant Pot. All right, so this is what it's looking like. The chicken is just ground, so it is in there. This is how we prefer it. You do not have to prefer it this way, or you can just pulse your chicken a little or pulse your beef, leave it whole, however you want to do that. But we prefer it this way because of the texture. I can't explain it to anybody. And also, we like a thick chili, right? I want something to stick to my bones. I ain't trying to come up in here and play with nothing. I think I'm going to add a little bit of water in there because this is a little bit chunky. Let me add a little more water. Okay, there we go. I just want to loosen that up just a tiny little bit because I don't want to get the burn signal. Okay, so that's going to go on the chili setting in my Instant Pot. Oh, there we go. So on the sealed beans or chili, that's a 20-minute setting. I'm going to clean my kitchen while that's going and get started on the cornbread. We are doing a keto cornbread, maybe. Depends on how I'm feeling. All right, y'all, so the chili's done, the cornbread is done, and we have some cheese that we must use. This has been in our fridge for quite a minute now, and so I'm just gonna take this grater, and I'm just gonna grate this cheese, and we're gonna use this over our chili. We do have some shredded cheese, but this time-wise needs to be used. I did have to cut a little bit of mold off of it. Some friends of ours brought this over during the holiday and has lasted, but it is time to use. And so that's what we're gonna do now. I'm just gonna shred this using this cheese grater. And then we're gonna use this in our chili. It's just a cheddar cheese, which we do like. Probably should have put it in the freezer to let it get a little bit hard because it's a soft cheddar. It would have shredded up so much better, but that's gonna be a good enough amount for the kids and I can shred up some more if I need to. Mama. The dogs like cheese, so I just threw them a couple pieces that I could not get through the shredder. Anything that's left, we will just either throw it in some eggs or whatever, but I'm gonna try to get it shredded if I can. That's a good amount there. And then that way it'll be easier to use when it's shredded. Alrighty, y'all. There it is. There it is. Extremely hot. right? Extremely hot. Now, if you had or wanted to put a little thickener in it, if it's too thin for you, you are more than welcome at this point to put some thickener, whatever you use for thickening. I know people use barley. Some people might use oats. Some people like me who have xanthan gum or, you know, a little cornstarch slurry, whatever. We like a chili with a little juice because we do cornbread, right? So Jackson made cornbread muffins. So this is how we're gonna put this together. I'm almost feeling like, I probably shouldn't feel this way. Y'all pray for me. This is a chili smackdown. I should be talking some smack. This should be like a competition or something because I think I will win. I just think I would. No, I'm just y'all don't get out much. You gotta pray for me. Okay. So 1 cornbread muffin. I'm gonna put that at the bottom, right? And then I'm just gonna ladle in some of the chili. So you see all of the beans. There's chili beans, black beans, cannellini beans. I probably could have put a few more beans in here. And then I'm gonna take some of that juice on top. Remember, we used the white chicken chili packet as well as the chili ready tomatoes because I did not have the traditional red chili packet or chili powder. I'm just out of that. So now I'm gonna top this with a little bit of cheese, right? A little cheese. I'm not a sour cream person, but my kids do like that. So I'm gonna leave that option for them if they want sour cream. I'm not a sour cream person. So then what I'm gonna do, cause my cornbread muffin is in the bottom of that, right? So I like to just kind of break up my cornbread muffin. And, you know, that thickens up my chili for me. So I don't really need a thickener because my cornbread does all the thickening that I need it to do. And then I'm just gonna give this a little tasty taste, unless Jackson wants to be the taster. You wanna taste it, Jack? Oh, Jack's gonna taste. We'll switch. Okay, so Jackson's got mom's plate. He's gonna give it a go.
Down in the water.
Boy, bye. That's hot. You better blow. Oh, bless it. You better blow it. Did you still? Oh! Oh, no, sir, indeed, Jesus. Did you just sniff my plate?
I didn't.
Boy.
I didn't.
Ooh, you better hope you make it to the mall. Blow me $5 to the mall. That's hot.
What?
Blow.
Well, it's not hot if I don't think it's hot.
Your mouth gonna be, this boy is on fire. Go ahead. Go ahead and eat it. Fire. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be there. Oh, bless it. Ha, my shando. Okay. Ooh, yes, Lord. Ooh, glory God. I'm gonna need a new spoon. Give it to me. What's the verdict?
It's delicious.
Delicious! Yes, it's delicious. What notes do you get? What tones do you get? Come on, culinary kid.
Really, Mom?
Come on, culinary kid.
Really, Mom?
What tone do you get? There's a hint of.
It has a very rich flavor that's really brought out by the cheese.
Oh, the cheese brings it out. Okay.
And it kind of balances out like that savoriness with the sweet of the cornbread, but it's not too sweet.
Very good. That's lovely.
Okay.
Alrighty, y'all. There it is. Chili Smackdown 2023. Okay. Don't forget, check down in the description box for all of the other channels that went before I did. Also, thank you again to Ginger over at Not For Nothing Homestead, as well as Tony at Kettle Kitchen. We appreciate being a part of the collab. Thank you so much to those of you who came over to hang out with us. We just doing all the things over here. Sister's not well. That's why she wasn't on camera. Jackson's my culinary kid. He's my taster. I never taste my food. I've never tasted food I've cooked while I was cooking it. I've eaten it, but I've never tasted it while I was cooking. Never. That's why I have kids. They can tell me because they like all the things. I'm just not a food taster. Anywho, Thank you so much for stopping by. I will try to put this, I'm gonna try put the recipe down there. If not, just rewind video. It'll be perfect. It'll be great. Okay, thank you so much. Like it, share, subscribe, all the things. Bye, y'all.